I'm going to help you to overcome the doubts that you have in terms of social interactions. And if you want more quicker and personalized results, you can check out the description. But be aware, it is actually paid products out there in the description for most of the times. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So here we have the doubts, and you have doubt whether it will work for you. You doubt to yourself that whether you are capable of doing it. You watch more than like at least you watch 20 30 videos out there on these topics, on social interaction topics, but you are afraid of doing any of the skills, the task they say you to do. They say like uh, smile a lot while you are talking, smile through your eyes, um, take deep breaths, try to talk in a deep voice, and a lot of other different things. But you always have the doubt that whether it will work for you, or you doubt to yourself that whether that you are the one that capable of doing it. You will be like, it's not for me. I'm not that type of person. You feel like that, and actually, the reason for it is called self doubt, and it is worthless, anyways. And the actual solution for that is taking the courage and do the action, especially when you have when you get that doubt. Whenever your mind keeps you like, let's take a scenario that you are walking in your university or in your school, anyways, that you see a pretty attractive girl, that you wanted to go and speak to them, but in your mind tells you like, no, you are not worthy of doing it, and that is called a self-doubt. Your mind says that you are not attractive enough to go and speak to the other person that you wanted to speak. The actual only way, the only solution is progressive exposure therapy. That is also known as just take the step to go and speak. Don't care about what your mind says you to do. Just go and speak to them. And that is the only way you can overcome it, by progressively. Train your mind to take action whenever you get the self doubt. Your mind will always throw self doubts into you, always. There's not going to be a time where whenever you take and do a new action, new task that you never done before in your life, your mind gonna put like, oh, whether you're not, maybe you may be not capable of doing it, maybe you can't do it, maybe you can't study for the exam that's upcoming, you can't read for the exam that your ma'am said for next for the 2 days after it. You can go and speak with those people, you can talk with them. You are a shy person, or you can go and talk with a group of people, or you can go and talk in the stage, or you can talk in the front of everyone in your class. Your mind keeps on doing this. You'll be kept Your mind keeps on telling you you can't do it. And whenever those times that you have got the doubt, you need to take action. It's not the time you don't have any doubts that you are taking action. That's very good. That's a state of positive mindset. But you can't have the positive mindset or a motivation all of your lifetime. There's gonna be times when you don't have any motivation. You don't have any, you can't see any possibility. Yet still you are just going and try to get the things out perfectly. You just wanted to go and speak, then whatever your mind tells you, no, you can't. You're just going to go and speak. Your mind shouldn't control who are you. You need to control your mind. You are the consciousness. You need to control those parts of your brain, and you just say shut up and go and speak to them. And that is actually how you can do it. And You doubt something because you have never done it enough. If you're, let's take whatever the example is. If you have doubt on something that you can't do it, the actual reason is that you doesn't done it enough that your brain thinks, okay, it is possible by you. No one broke the 4 minute mile mark for you. Whenever, whenever you feel like that, I can't go and speak to that person cause I feel like I don't feel like I'm a person who capable of doing that particular action. The reason is you haven't went and talked to people like them for a multiple amount of times. You maybe done it just maybe 1 or 2 times. For most of you guys, you never have done once or never even done once. You are the particular guy who need to actually take the action. And doubt is a natural response from our primitive brain. Just think it is an actual response that it feels like we never even okay. Let's take a scenario from our ancestral world. Let's take that you never reached that particular land part. You are sailing through the sea with your small boat, and you see that land, and you feel like, oh, we never even went to that land. It might be dangerous for us. And it is a natural response in order to protect us from the future problems, future anything, any problems that you're gonna face through. And that is the reason that you have the self-doubt. The self-doubt tries to dump you down cause it feels like you are in a danger cause. Whenever you go and try to speak with someone and whenever the self-doubt kicks in, you can literally feel that you feel the cortisol levels increase in your blood, that you feel so much anxious, that your heartbeats go high and everything. You feel doubt whenever you do something that absolutely new to you. You just need to remember this. If you're doing something for which is absolutely new to you, then of course you're gonna feel the self-doubt because you have never done it before, never done it at enough times. So the only thing that you have to do is just do it. The only thing that is doing that thing is doing the thing. And here's my story of how I overcome the self-doubt. And this meme actually represents this very well. Let's. I'm just gonna tell you a story of how I did this. How it has actually happened to me. How I actually broke the self-doubt. I was during the time I was in my university. It was like I was in the NSS group, which where we will just go to other colleges. We will just from our college we will just go to other colleges, and we just fucking plant some trees or something. You know those cute stuff that NSS do. I always wanted to join in NCC, but I in my college there's only NSS, so I just happened to join in NSS. During one of the field trip, we went to the medical college of another college, and we all happened to just plant some trees. And when we were just not the actual big trees, we were just planting some samplings. Of course, we can't just take a full own tree and plant it. When I was planting some trees, planting the trees, and I was just talking with my boys and everything. I just noticed an medical girl who's actually studying MBBS, a doctor. I'm actually an engineering student, and when I saw her, she looks so much beautiful, and my heart goes. pumping like bump, bump, bump. And I felt like, oh my god, I just want to go and speak to her. What am I gonna do? The actual easiest solution may be like, if you just need to go and speak, and that is it. My heart goes very, my heart goes, my heart beats so much for stronger and louder. It feels like I can feel the blood flowing through my faces. My blood fully of felt like actually full of blushed out my face. My face fully blushed out, and my mind was just going a little bit dizzy out there. And I felt like I just need to go and speak to her. I just want her. I just want to go and speak to her. It doesn't matter what I'm going to go and speak. I just wanted to go and speak. My friend nearby asking me, oh, "What happened? Why are you looks a little bit weird? What's happened to you?" And I said, "I'm just gonna go and speak to her." And he was a bit shocked, cause, bro, what you're talking? There will be any problems out there. He's like this guy in the you see the meme, right? This guy in the my self doubt. He's actually like that, and "Bro, just stop it. You can't do it. You just don't do it." He was like my self doubt. But most of the times, to be honest, I don't have self doubt actually stopping me from doing it. Most of the times in the past, but now I got a lot of self doubt, and I actually found a way to overcome it. And that's what I'm telling the story. And he's saying like, "No, bro, don't go and speak. It may cause some problems or anything." I said, "Bro, I'm just going to speak." The NSS sir actually just came around and looked there, and he went away. And I just walked towards her, and I asked her, "Are you studying MBBS in this college?" And she's threatened actually, not completely like scared. I didn't scare the shit out of her, but she's shocked a bit because a guy actually approached and spoke to her. Because in my society, it's actually very much ordered to go and speak. Of course, it's going to be much more easier, I guess. Who knows? I never went to UK or US. I just spoke to her, and she was a little bit shocked and said, "Yes, I'm studying first year." And I was like, "Oh, I just wanted to tell you that you look beautiful." Of course, I'm not talking in English during that time. I was talking in my regional language. I spoke to her like that, and she was blushed out and said thanks. And we shared names. Actually, I didn't even told my name, and I was such a stupid guy. I didn't even ask the name because I was totally my mind went blank. But I said her that she looks beautiful, and I asked her name, and of course I know her name, but I can't tell you to her. And we talked a little bit, and I just went away because it's like my social battery ran away, ran out. The thing is that you just have to take the action, just have to put the courage to go and speak to them. It's not what you say. Of course, what I said made her blushed out, and she didn't. There is not even any problem. They were not kids who's just gonna go and complain to a class teacher. If you're 18, of course, even if you're a little bit younger, that's not gonna be any problems. Cause you know that your friends are already in a relationship. And that is actually the end of this video. The only thing that you have to do is progressively just go and speak. Just go and talk to anyone. It can be a man, girl, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Just go and speak to the people that you wanted to speak. Don't let your self doubt actually stop you from going and speak something that you wanted to speak. That is the main goal of me. There's anything can be cause of a failure, but not connecting with humans should be the cause of the failure. That is my main goal. I won't let any of my people to fail just cause they can't connect with people. And I want you to connect well with people because I've been in a situation like you, being worse, but no more. I wanted the best for you. So, at an end, see you later. And only one advice that I can give to you is, you just need to see the solution of this video, which is taking the courage and do the action, especially when you get the doubt. Whenever you feel like, oh, maybe I can do it, and that is the time you need to do it twice the amount of times. When you are done the twice amount of times, you don't feel like, oh, I can do it, and that is the actual thing. And just do the next right thing. It doesn't matter what all the mistakes that you have done in your life so far. Just do the next right thing perfectly. See you later. Bye.